Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. So today we are bringing you another success story. So we have been always vocal on this theory that success stories, they are created and curated with some extreme level of hard work, some wonderful level of patience. Yes, the word is wonderful because patience in itself is a very beautiful concept, and it can be admired by only one such person whose will, whose inner strength, whose power is beyond the blues, beyond the box, out of the blues or out of the box thing. So we know it very well. We are talking about the UPSC CSE, that is Civil Services Examination, and the toughest examination of the nation. And apart from that, the beauty of the patience here is tested when the cycle goes around for around 1 year. So examination only takes 1 year. Forget about the preparation thing. So the courage is the only key, along with the hard work and the smart work. And here we bring to you another story. It's about Dr. ABHISHEK with us. So hello, Dr. ABHISHEK.
Thank you, sir.
And how have you been?
So I'm nice, and thank you so much, sir, for your nice, kind words.
Well, it's a really privilege and honor for me to share the mic with you here. Means, it's an extra level of pleasure for me here. So, Abhishek, to our viewers, to our students, to our future officers, that is presently the aspirants. First of all, tell us which attempt it was yours.
So this was my second attempt.
Okay.
And my prior attempt was in 2023.
Okay.
So this was my second attempt, sir.
Okay, so it was just your second attempt. And means, like, out of curiosity, our viewers would like to know, how old are you?
So at present, I am 24 years.
Presently, you are 24. Okay, so you have achieved a benchmark, okay, at the very stage of your life where many of the people, they are still thinking what to pursue ahead in their life. So really, that's wonderful. Hats off to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, so Abhishek, talking about your academics, so you are a doctor, right? So
Yes, sir.
From where you have completed your MBBS and everything?
So I've pursued my MBBS from King George's Medical College, Lucknow.
Okay. And means, like, what compelled you to be the doctor, means, like, to pursue the MBBS thing?
So I think just after completing my 12th, at that naive age, I was more influenced by my elder brother,
Okay.
who was also pursuing MBBS
Okay,
at the
okay.
time.
Okay.
But at the back of my mind, it was always the civil services examination was always in my mind. So before going for this exam, I think because the selection ratio is very less. So firstly, I thought, first of all, I should create a platform, a stable platform for myself. So that's why I pursued MBBS.
Perfect.
And so I have started my preparation from MBBS third year only, sir.
Okay, from third year itself.
Right, sir.
Okay. So, well, this is the most important question right now. Means we have many students, okay, many aspirants, those who are working professional, or, they are also doing their academics, their college and everything, maybe undergraduate or postgraduate courses. So they have often this particular complaint, this issue, that they do not have, they don't get proper time to dedicate themselves fully towards the preparation. So how have you been managing, since MBBS is a type of a course, we all know it very well, quite hectic, quite huge syllabus. So how you have been managing?
Definitely, sir, it was not that much easy to maintain both streams. When even during my MBBS time, so I started my preparation more out of curiosity.
Okay.
My main aim was not to clear this exam. My first objective was to know this exam cycle. Although I took help from various online coaching platforms, and I have also completed all my foundation batch, but my main intention was just to understand the syllabus and try to complete it, but not in a laborious way, more of in a out of curiosity, sir.
Okay.
So, but after completing my MBBS, and I have completed my foundation course, and after that, during my full-fledged attempt this year, I was well versed with the syllabus and everything. I was just doing some garnishing on my preparation. So I think this thing helped. So anyone out there who wants to prepare during the college time, I think they should not take it very seriously or like in very competitive way. Rather, they should complete the syllabus just to know about each and everything, what is in the syllabus and what are the things we can do. And after completing their graduation, they can go for a full-fledged attempt.
Okay, so basically, if you are someone pursuing your college or anything, okay, then firstly try to cover up the syllabus, right? Understand, means, like, not cover up the syllabus, understand the syllabus. Yes. Right? Understand the genesis, the theme of the examination, the demand of the examination, and once you are done with your college or job or something like that, then enter into the full-fledged tone, what you basically meant, right? Okay. So Abhishek, what's your optional, by the way?
So my optional was anthropology, sir.
Okay. And what compelled you to anthropology?
So being from the MBBS background, so first and foremost intention was to take medical sciences as optional. But when I compared that optional with anthropology, so I think the medical science optional was volatile. There are about 19 subjects in MBBS, but although there are only 13 subjects in UPSC syllabus. So I think completing the anthropology syllabus was a bit much easier as compared to covering all those subjects. Secondly, so also in anthropology, there is a lot of resources available. Proper coaching material, proper test series, and even toppers answer copies are also available. Whereas I think this was not up to that point in case of medical sciences. And also, sir, there were various seniors from my college also who have taken anthropology, and they've also guided me. So that's why, sir, I took my final decision to go with anthropology.
Perfect. So, to the future aspirants, to the future officers, present aspirants, basically, what's your guide to them? Like how to choose your optional? Means like, shall I be considering the words of the others, or shall I be considering my comfort zone, or shall I be also considering how much relatable it to my general studies? Like, what's your opinion? What's your words over these particular topics?
So I think, sir, in my personal opinion, when I was choosing my optional, so I was going with all the data regarding the optionals, which subject is scoring, and how much time does an optional take to be completed. And so, for example, when I've compared medical sciences and anthropology, I found out about all the resources available and everything. And also, before choosing anthropology, I personally studied anthropology about 2 or 3 weeks
Okay.
before going for that optional. So I think first of all we need to understand the optional. We need to take a little bit study. We need to go up regarding all these things. And so I think in this way we can choose our optional.
Okay, nice. So basically you have to think about your comfort zone, and apart from that, how much that optional is relevant. Okay, the trend thing and all, everything we have to take care.
Right, sir.
Okay. So Abhishek, out of my curiosity, always I have this curiosity with every probationary officer I meet. So, we have this event in our life always that pushes us to pursue such a big thing, right? What was that event in your life, means that led you to pursue the civil services only? Was there any specific event, any particular motivation, a source of inspiration? What led you come here?
So although as I've said earlier that even before MBBS it was back in my mind that I have to go for this examination. But I think so after entering into the MBBS during my third year, during the COVID times, I came to realize that as a doctor we can benefit people. But if we are in the civil services, I think we can provide services, we can cater various thousands of individuals at the same time. Whereas in case of after being a doctor, we can help a little bit. We get a diverse background.
Okay. So as in public service at large.
Sir.
Yeah. So being a doctor, I am confined to a limited space.
Yes, sir.
But being a civil servant, I am having.
And also, sir, we also get diverse opportunities, not only just the health sector.
Yeah.
Being a doctor, I will be like isolated to only the medical background.
Okay.
But after being into the civil services, you get to cater to various other sectors also. So this was also a little bit of it sparked the interest in the civil services for me, sir.
So you're that benevolent personalities, right? That's nice. So Abhishek, Dr. Abhishek, in fact. So if we talk about the preparation zone, okay, so it was your second attempt, right?
Right, sir.
Yeah. So means like after the failure of the first attempt, means like what went on to your mind, and how you controlled yourself, and how you convinced yourself that no, means like it's just a trial and I have to take care of the main attempts as well, the other upcoming attempts as well. So basically means after the failure in your first attempt, how did you consolidated your confidence and your energy and used it into the other one?
So during my first attempt, I cleared the prelims, but although I failed during the mains, so I think the reason behind that was I was also going through the internship, which was compulsory in our MBBS curriculum, sir. So I was not getting that much time. So in back of mind, I was clear that I'm not going to clear this mains because I was not that much prepared.
Okay.
So, but the best thing that happened with the first mains is that I came to know about my scorecard.
Okay.
So I worked on all those areas in which I scored very less. So I think this helped me. for preparing for the next attempt in a better way as compared to my previous one, sir.
Okay, so means like, where did you fell short in your mains?
In my first attempt, sir, I scored average marks in optional.
Okay.
But in case
Anthropology
of
only.
yes, sir, anthropology only, sir. But in case of general studies, my marks were below average, I guess,
Okay.
because of insufficient time.
So how many marks you were short with the cutoff?
Around 40 to 50 marks.
Okay, but like quite close you were still.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So Abhishek, in that case, means like, how did you manage the prelims examination and that mains examination, specifically targeting MCQs and then targeting the subjective questions? So what approach or what strategy you were following? Like, okay, for prelims I have to do this, and for mains I have to do this and that. So what was your actual approach? That means actual strategy that you have been following.
So for my mains preparation, one thing that I was sure about in my mind was that I am going to learn from not that much resources. I have fixed my resources.
Okay.
And I've tried to make notes only of those areas which I can replicate directly in my exam. I try to revise them as many as times I can. So I think this helped me in my mains preparation.
Okay.
Because you have to write subjective answers. If you have specific keywords that you can directly replicate in your answers, I think this benefit a lot. So this was my main strategy for the mains.
Okay, and for prelims?
For prelims, I've completed my basic foundation course. After that, I was giving test series. I have preferred sectional tests compared to full length test. I covered a selective section. For example, if I have completed ancient history, then I was going for the ancient history subject test. In that test, I was observing two things, sir. Firstly, I was seeing how many questions were from my source, and secondly, out of those questions, how many are correct. So I think, sir, this helped me a lot in a proper analysis of all the tests. So I think in my case, sir, the sectional test helped me a lot as compared to full length test.
Okay.
Because in both my attempt, I have only given like 2 to 3 full length tests only.
Oh, like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But sectional test helped me a lot, sir.
Okay.
In both my attempt, I have given around 10 to 12 sectional tests. Subject specific test.
Okay.
Nice. So this was my strategy for prelims, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, dear aspirants, one thing, okay, that is very common line for each and every one of us, means like each and every successful candidate has been telling us that rather than, just enlarging the scope of reading, okay, keep it limited, confine yourself to some limited resources and read those limited resources multiple times, right? Okay, so the very same thing, rather than reading 10 books one time, it's better to read one book 10 times. So this is what the very common approach that you have been listening from almost 99% of the aspirants. They have been following the very same approach. It's okay, rather than just enhancing your books and enlarging your, reading material, confine yourself to limited resources, quality resources, and read them as much as times you can. Right, so this is what we need to mark here. This will be the key to success, right? Okay, so Abhishek, how have you been during your interview days? Like, how you prepared yourself within your, means like, obviously being a doctor, so you have got good exposure of communication, right, within your college as well as within your this practice field. Right. So how you managed to enhance yourself more when it comes to the personality test? So any specific things, any new things you have encountered and you have installed within yourself or something like that?
So after the mains result, so I started preparing for my personality test. First of all, I started reading newspaper.
Okay.
Because in my complete preparation, I have never read newspaper, sir.
This is another surprise and shock to everyone, right? So people, they have been always worried that what about current affairs, what about newspapers? So you can see here another live example, okay, that even if you are not able to perform all the tasks religiously, but still you are confined to your limited space of reading, that's enough. Okay, so yes, sorry Abhishek to interfere, please continue.
So I started reading a single newspaper daily. And I started making some specific points. Like, for example, in case of interview, we need to show our opinion. In case of mains, we were writing the both sides of the coin. In every question, we were writing pros as well as cons. But in case of interview, we should have a thorough opinion and in-depth knowledge. For that, sir, I also discovered various YouTube videos. For example, the StudyIQ platform has provided various videos regarding the current events for which we have to build opinion. So I think, sir, this also helped a lot for me during my interview preparation, sir.
Okay.
Right.
So which board you were there?
So I was in Suman Sharma ma'am's board.
Suman Sharma ma'am's board. So what's your experience there with the board?
So the board was very cordial.
Okay.
And so most of my questions in the interview were regarding health sector, sir.
Okay.
About generic medicines.
Mhm.
And like, so if you become health secretary, what are the 3 changes that you want in the health sector domain? And regarding other questions like the proper time the doctor should give to a patient. Most of the questions were, sir, regarding health sectors only.
Okay, nice. So Abhishek, in that durations of your interview, like what was the duration of your interview?
It was somewhere around 30 to 40 minutes.
30 to 40 minutes. So what was going on in your mind before the interview and immediately after the interview? Means like how much nervous you were, how much confident you were, what was rolling through within your brain here?
So actually, sir, before the interview, we were not aware about whose board was ours. So I was confused that I don't know that which chairman will I get in the interview. But sir, just before the interview, I was a little bit nervous. But at the same time, I was also thinking that I have prepared holistically regarding my interview and I will perform well. And so when I entered the interview chamber, so at that time, I just forgot everything. And my main focus was answering the questions that board members were asking. And after interview, I was like, I was numb at that time. I was not able to judge that whether my interview was good or not good. But at the same time, I was also feeling relief that at least the cycle is complete.
Yeah.
Now we just need to wait for the result.
Okay, so was there any moment in your interview where you felt that, damn, I made this blunder? I shouldn't have spoken this. I shouldn't have took this word. Was there any moment?
So there was not a specific moment, but in few instances, I think I was giving long answers.
Okay.
So I think that if I could have given them in a shorter verses.
So how much you scored in the interview?
So I got 171.
That's a pretty good score. Right. Okay. So Abhishek, with all of these questions, I would like to ask, one of the very major issues that majority of the aspirants they do face as well, that you are from the medical background, as we know. So how much difficult for you it was, to cover the subjects like polity, history, and then we have got economics. Okay, I think science and technology wouldn't have troubled you much. Yes. But polity is not something very familiar to you. Economics and history, art and culture, even international relations, okay, even ethics. So how you were managing these subjects?
Yes, sir. I think this is a misconception.
Okay.
So I think rather it is not a setback for the science students. Rather, it is an opportunity, sir.
Perfect.
Because I think, sir, I have studied the art-related subjects in 7th and 8th. After that, I was going with the science background. But sir, when I came to know about the syllabus, I found it more interesting.
Wow.
So I think, sir, it helped me a lot because there was a curiosity in my mind regarding the international relations and geography. So I think, sir, it sparked a curiosity in me. That's why I was able to cover all the syllabus. And also, sir, the preparation of UPSC, it was a escape mechanism for me during my MBBS days.
It was?
Escape mechanism for me during the MBBS days. I was whenever I got bored with my MBBS curriculum, I used to watch lectures or YouTube videos, as I've said, StudyIQ YouTube videos on current events. So I think this has it was an opportunity for me rather than a setback.
So guys, you have got the answer. It's a misconception that I'm from science background, I'm from maths background, I'm from this and that background. So background technically doesn't make any difference. Okay, it's just about you have to generate that curiosity, that energy, that spark, that interest in you to learn something. Okay, that is going to lead you towards your success. Okay, that is what is basically needed. Just generate that curiosity, just generate that interest, and these two will lead you towards the path of success. That's it. Okay. So Abhishek, how much excited are you to reach Mussoorie?
So I think I'm highly excited.
So you are counting days every night?
Right, sir. I'm just waiting for the mail from Labasna.
So they are calling, I guess, April end. August end.
Right, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So it's
although, sir, there is no official announcement, but on the website of Labasna, it's somewhere on 25th August.
On an average. Yeah.
Right, sir.
It's like, okay. So what have you planned?
So at present, actually, I'm just I'm meeting various seniors to guide me. So at present, I'm staying in Delhi only.
Okay.
So I'm just meeting my seniors from my college who are also selected. So I'm just meeting them, sir.
Okay,
this
nice.
is how I'm passing time.
So Abhishek, let's talk about on two different scenarios. The first scenario when you were waiting for the result, and another when you have the result. Okay, so means like, prelims, okay, we know on the very same date that we are qualifying or not.
Right,
Okay,
sir.
but mains, it is very difficult for us to understand that whether there will be my roll number into the final list or not. Means like, okay, we have this confidence, but still, we are always having that dicey element in our brain that I might and I might not even. Okay,
Right, sir.
so how you were handling yourself between that mains examination to the result date, and then from result of mains towards interview, and then from interview to the final result?
So to be honest, sir, just after the mains, I've started again I've started preparing for my next attempt,
As
sir.
usual, yeah.
Right, sir.
True.
So I was thinking that I am not going to score better in GS. So I've again started all the syllabus, and I was even enrolled in a test series from a coaching, and so I have even I think I have written like 2 tests
Okay.
just after my mains for my next attempt, sir. But after the mains result, I came to know that I'm going to give the interview. I stopped that test series, and so I started focusing on interview. And even after my interview, sir, since nowadays there are very few days between interview and the next prelims, so I can started for prelims.
What was your interview date?
So on 27th February.
27 Feb.
Right, sir.
Okay.
And I have even enrolled for various free coaching prelims test series.
Yeah.
They and various coaching test series I've given them, and I was in few of them I was scoring good, in few I was not scoring good. So again I started studying for prelims, sir.
Okay.
But after the result, I was expecting my name somewhere, but I was not sure there. So that's why, sir, I think this was my journey, sir.
When the result was about to be announced, what was your stand? Means like how you were feeling that, I guess 23rd April we got the
22nd
result.
April.
22nd April. So between those 20th April, 21st April, how much normal you were?
Yes, sir. The last interview was on 19th April, sir. 19th April. So from that day only, sir, various Telegram channels were saying that result is about to come on the same day. So like, sir, from 19 to 22nd, I think this was the toughest time for me.
Were you able to sleep?
No, sir, I was especially, sir, from morning up to 5 p.m.
Okay.
when we expect results. So this was the most tough time for me.
Right.
And at the time, we all are just confused. We're just thinking that a result should come and we should feel relief.
True. So what happened the moment you saw your roll number there into that PDF?
So,
What was that moment? That's the moment we would like to hear.
so after downloading the PDF, I just searched for my roll number, and there are around 6 to 7 keywords, the 6 to 7 numerics in that roll number. And as I was typing, it was still saying 1 of 1, 1 of 1, 1 of 1. So finally, so I came to see that I got 287, and I'm going to get my desired service.
Perfect.
So I get a sigh of relief, sir. And I even shouted.
So you were alone there at that time?
I was with my friend, sir.
Okay, nice. So it was, punch in the air, a delightful punch in the air.
So just after getting a result, I just called my parents. First of all, I shared the news with them. I told them, my siblings. I told them. After that, my friends came to know about the result, and they all came to my room, and then we celebrated, sir.
Nice. So celebration is still on, I believe.
Yes.
Obviously, it will be. So since 22nd of April till here today, we are almost end of the June.
Right, sir.
So I guess now how life has been now to you, means since you have achieved a dream that you have seen early childhood days, and how are you feeling now?
So I think one of the major changes that during preparation time, I was actively isolating myself from surroundings. I was not in contact with my friends and even relatives. I was alone in my room preparing. And just after the result, I am doing the extremely opposite.
Okay.
I'm actively seeking my...
Now you're totally extrovert.
Yes, I'm totally extrovert.
Okay.
I'm enjoying my hobbies. I'm reading new books.
Okay.
And I'm taking part in new activities. I'm learning guitar.
Oh, nice. That will help you in Labasna. Okay, Abhishek, that was really awesome. So any message you would like to give to our aspirants, like how to control yourself, how to control your mind, how to gain confidence, any particular thing?
One thing I would like to share with all the aspirant is that each and every aspirant has his own journey. Every one of us have our own ultimate truth. So I think we should watch all the toppers interviews with a pinch of salt. I think we should not 100% believe the journey, or we should not totally try to emulate them. We should also see our own circumstances, and then only we should take all the guidance available, sir. So I think this helped me with also. I've watched various toppers videos, toppers strategy, and their notes, how they're preparing notes. But I think I utilize them in such a way that how they're helping me in my circumstances. For example, during my MBS time, I don't have that much time. I can't make bulky notes for me. So I think I found a few toppers who have shared that they are making very crisp notes, and only keywords can also help. So I think I followed the same strategy. So I think on the basis of or your own circumstances, you should see all the toppers video and follow them. I think this will definitely help each one of us.
Okay, Abhishek. So finally, to conclude, just let us all know that how Study IQ has helped you in your journey. Means like how you have utilized the platform.
The beginning of my UPSC preparation was somewhere associated with Study IQ.
Okay.
Because I think during COVID times, when I was thinking of preparing, when I was thinking of starting preparing for UPSC seriously, I used to watch YouTube video on current events from various teachers of Study IQ. So from that days, and even during my interview period, I think those videos helped me a lot for framing an opinion. I think in this phase, Study IQ helped me a lot, and I would also like to thank all the team of Study IQ for helping me in my journey, sir.
That's really a wonderful praise of words, and we are totally overwhelmed with it. Really thank you. Really thank you, Dr. Abhishek. And so, guys, you have learned totally that just what you need is that internal, that inner curiosity, that inner spark, that energy, and generate that interest within you. And remember, sky will also not be the limit. You will succeed for sure, come what may. Right, doctor?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for joining, and we shall be bringing some more, interviews with regard to our toppers, okay, on the very same platform. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, okay, the only thing that can stop you from becoming successful is just you yourself. So stop that procrastination, start working from today onwards, and remember, we are here to help you in your journey as much as we can. Thank you so much, guys. Good day. Take care.